Everybody, welcome to the Daily Deer. Today is February 16th, a little bit of a late start today, but a Daily Deer nonetheless. Go ahead and trek into the deer woods. Today's topic is Patience of a Woodsman. And the quote is, "Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience," by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Now, the thing that I want to talk about in relation to patience is one of the, most significant examples or lessons of having an opportunity at success versus not at all, and or ruining a hunt versus having a great hunt. And in terms of that, I think there's no such thing as a bad hunt, but I'm really thinking about it through the lens of actually seeing deer and having an opportunity at shooting one. And as a young hunter, this is probably something aimed at young hunters, new hunters, people that are hunters that are maybe a little less experienced and they haven't learned this lesson yet. And I know there's a spectrum of like where people are in their hunting journey. So I may be patronizing some, I might be like turning light bulbs on for others as far as ideas. But the concept of like sitting in your stand all the way through last light. And I really couldn't tell you how many times I've ruined a hunt because as a youngster or a young hunter, a newer hunter, whatever, I got out of my tree stand before last light because in my mind, I'm like, nothing's happening, not seeing anything. I'd rather get back to the truck while there's still some light and get, I'm hungry or I have to go to the bathroom or I'm just kind of burnt out on this hunt. And I swear, like it's some sort of universal law in hunting that 9 times out of 10, the moment you go to get down, you scare off a deer you didn't even realize was there. And that's happened so many times that is the lesson. So I don't know why that had been repeated so many times, but eventually you learn that that last moment of light, to be patient and still and calm and wait through that last light, is the time you're going to see and or hopefully shoot a deer. And last hunting season, when I wouldn't say I botched a hunt, but like who knows what went wrong. I did shoot a deer and did not recover it, unfortunately, and I almost hung up my bow for the season because of that. I did finally get back out and I did a ground hunt, and it was, I'm not kidding, the literal last minute of daylight before last light, or before, the last legal shooting light, that I shot the deer that I got. And man, like the deer, they just move. I don't know, like there's any big buck killer or someone that's killed a lot of deer will tell you all of the reasons behind this. There's staging areas and bucks will watch does and make sure that like they feel safe. They'll use them as kind of like the guinea pig. There's all these things, but man, I tell you, that last light is a magical time in the deer woods. And if you're leaving before that last light, you're like, you got to work on that as a quote unquote tip. I think it does separate successful hunts from unsuccessful hunts. And a lot of the biggest bucks, if you're talking about mature bucks, are taken in those final moments of daylight, when the woods are at their quietest and deer feel safest to move. So staying in your stand until the very last legal minute can really be that difference of filling a tag or just going home with, the wrappers in your pack from all the snacks you ate that day. So, I mean, things to extend that, if there were some tips here I wrote down, make sure you're wearing the clothes that you need to wear. If it's going to get cold and it's early season, you're going to get a little chilled, like bring that vest or that extra layer. Make sure you're wearing I personally really like merino wool. I don't really care what brand, but merino wool has been a big deal for me insofar as staying warm and comfortable in the stand. Bring an extra snack or two. The big one for me is going to the damn bathroom. Like if I have to pee at last light, that'll be the one thing that gets me down. So out of the stand, I will make sure that it's the last, hour and a half before I have an hour and a half to go. Like I better go to the bathroom now. So I'm not trying to like rush out of the stand. Those are things that I'm thinking about. Beyond that, like I could talk about first light too. Maybe that'll be a different episode. So I'll think about that one for a different time of the week. But that's our tip of the week for the Daily Deer today. Hope you guys are enjoying these episodics. If you are, the link to subscribe to our newsletter, our daily newsletter, is in the show notes. It'd mean a lot if you share that, or if you subscribe to that. And if you like it, you can share it. And if you do share it, you'll start to gain these referral points, and you can actually win some stuff from us. So thanks, everybody. Have a great day.